Good morning, traders. Stephen Davis, RJO Futures Senior Market Strategist, downtown Chicago. Happy Friday to everybody. Here to talk to you about the grain markets this morning. Corn is up 2, wheat is down 15, and soybeans are down 6 this morning. As we bide some time going into Monday morning's acreage and stocks report, 11 a.m. Monday morning. This is a very high risk report. It is supposed to be neutral to friendly to old crop soybeans and neutral to bearish to the corn market. So we'll look forward to that Monday morning. Corn, we've had a nice rally here. All of the grains, corn, soybeans, wheat, have really rallied nice into this crop report. Nice demand-driven rally in corn. Yesterday we had exports again above 1 million metric tons of corn, U.S. corn exported. I like that. I see that every week. Yesterday's number was 1.1 million metric U.S. Tons of corn exported. So the Ukraine is storing grain because of their political, and just like we've seen the Argentinas, their currency down sharply. They were storing soybeans, so now Ukraine, the lowest currency drop here that we've seen, and they're storing grain as well. So keep an eye on that. The old crop soybean situation. Number one is what can keep this continuing higher. Number one is weather. Number two is the old crop tightness, and number three, the managed funds longs in soybeans. You got to feed a bull market every day, and they are loaded up. They're long a lot of beans, a lot of corn going into this report. So just adds even more to the adrenaline and the emotion that we can see Monday morning. As winter moves into spring here and the new crop supply and demand comes to the forefront, there's supposedly it looks like there's going to be a lot of grain around in the fall. So we're going to have record soybean seedings this year apparently, and it'll be really, really interesting this spring. The corn market, the farmers, the U.S. farmers love to plant corn, and they're very comfortable doing that. So, whatever acreage numbers we get Monday morning, perhaps it'll be a little bit more. So I was at a conference in downtown Chicago last weekend, hosted by R.J. O'Brien. A lot of the major analysts speaking. It seems like the consensus in the corn market is that we're going to sell off about 30 cents. So be careful following the consensus, but that's what everybody's talking about. So we'll get this report out of the way, and then it's going to be the spring weather that's going to drive the markets. And every year, we've got something to worry about. I can remember being in San Francisco with my wife a few years back, and you turn on the news and the rivers in Iowa were just exploding everywhere, and there wasn't going to be a corn crop that year. And guess what happened? Well, we did have a corn crop. Well, this year they're all concerned about the cold and the cold winters that we had and the ground that's frozen. And so we really do need warm rains, and we do need warm temperatures. And maybe right now we're maybe a week or 10 days behind planning. And with the seed technology and the equipment these U.S. farmers got, that's not a big deal. So weather's really going to be a driving force. The wheat market here, we gapped higher on March 3rd. Very political, and certainly the Russian leader Putin in the short term, if he were to take over Ukraine, he could control the price of wheat here in the short term. So be careful being short wheat, even long corn short wheat. That's very risky, and just be careful with that. Oh, the oat market, and gentlemen, don't trade oats. And what I mean by that is the volume on oats. May oats is 700 contracts each day. So a 50 lot, 100 lot can really move the market, but you do have a monthly reversal down in oats. And, back in the day, the oat market, every third order was commercial origin. So it was a good dictation of the overall grain market. So monthly reversal down in oats, and maybe as planning pursues here, we're going to trade lower in these grain markets. One other thing, just leave you with this Monday morning. Number one is knowledge, and number two is action. And it's okay to not take take any action into this report. Watch the algorithms Monday morning before the report and after the report. It's just fascinating, truly interesting stuff, and you can see the algorithms driving the markets, and should be very, very volatile and very fun to watch and interesting to see. So that's about it. Great trading, a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.